Let's explore PropTypes, a powerful tool for type checking in React components. PropTypes helps you define the expected data types for the props your components receive. This allows you to catch bugs early in development. It provides runtime type checking for React component props. To start using PropTypes, you'll need to install it as a separate package. Open your terminal and run the command npm install PropTypes. Keep in mind that PropTypes was moved to a separate package starting from React version 15.5. Here's how you can use PropTypes in a React component. First, import PropTypes from the PropTypes package. Then define a functional component, such as a greeting component that accepts a name prop. Finally, assign the PropTypes property to your component, specifying the expected type for each prop. In this example, we're indicating that the name prop should be a string. PropTypes offers various built-in types for validating your props. Here are some common examples. You can specify that a prop should be a string, a number, a boolean, an array, an object, or even a function. The code snippet shows how to define the prop types for a component, indicating the expected type for each prop, such as name as string, age as number, is active as boolean, items as array, user as object, and onClick as function. You can also specify whether a prop is required. To do this, use the isRequired validator. If a required prop is not provided, React will display a console warning. The code snippet shows how to define required prop types for a user card component, indicating that the name and email props are required, while the age prop is optional. If the required props are missing, it will trigger console warnings. For more complex validation, you can define your own custom prop types. Custom validators receive the props, the prop name, and the component name as arguments. You can then perform custom validation logic and return an error if the prop is invalid. The code snippet shows how to define a custom validate email function to validate the email format. If the email does not include an @ symbol, it returns an error. You can define default values for your props using the default props property. If a prop is not provided, the default value will be used. This can be useful for providing sensible defaults and avoiding undefined values. The code snippet shows how to define the default props for a button component, setting the default size to medium and disable to false. PropTypes offers several key benefits for React development. Firstly, it enables early detection of type errors, helping you catch bugs during development rather than at runtime. Secondly, PropTypes serves as documentation for your components. By defining the expected types for each prop, you make it clear how the component should be used. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.